we'll pull together.
Give them a chance to rescue.
I can't.
Please.
Don't let them take me, Adam.
Your life doesn't matter. Neither does mine, hers, his, hers, or his.
I will pursue with vengeance anyone who acts against my people, but I will not risk losing anyone else, and nor will you.
I need you. I need you.
No, you don't.
Harry!
Look at me. You are my outstanding officer. Don't be afraid.
Sometimes we have to give each other up. Sometimes we just have to.
I don't know what to do this time. Whichever way, somebody's being sentenced to death.
Take me away from them.
Every time we offer our people up as a sacrifice. Well, not this time, Harry. Not this time.
You've always been a good person. Just help me now.
Seriously, the whole arm, it broke.
Right, guys, actually, I'd like to make a toast. So, to Callie Sullivan. 8 pounds, 7 ounces. The most beautiful girl on God's green earth. Cheers.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Callie.
Right, mate, I'm gonna call my wife. So, good to see you.
Hey, mate.
Thanks for coming. Good to see you again. And you, man.
Hey, call me tomorrow. Will do.
Take care. Hey, baby, it's me. Yeah, I've had a couple. No, I promise I won't. I'll sneak in, quiet as a mouse. I just want to stand there and look at her while she's sleeping. My little girl. See if she's making that funny little face.
Now, bro! Now! Welcome to the Jihad Soldier Boy. Please, read.
I've got a wife. And a baby. A daughter, Callie.
The people you slaughtered were other men's wives and children. Were you thinking about them when you dropped your filthy bombs?
You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know anything. Have you been there? Have you ever been where I've been?
Read it.
No.
Read it or you die, here and now.
Look, don't you think I'm not scared?
Read it!
What about my daughter, eh? If that was all she knew about her dad. No, I don't mind her growing up saying my dad was a soldier. And he died. I'd be proud for her to say that. But I won't have her growing up knowing that I read out the propaganda for some madman before they cut off my head and posted it on the internet so all his madman mates could toss themselves off over it. So you want to show something on the internet, mate? You show this. You show me. Saying no. I'm not gonna read this crap. I'm just not gonna do it.
get away from me. You have to. It's just what they do to women like Captain. It's what they do. I'm scared of them. I'm so scared.
Remember when we first met?
I had pause and gravitas. They're coming for me. I can hear them getting ready. Without pain or violence, it's what they do. You owe this to me.
Play dead. Just play dead. I promise. Give them a chance. Give them a chance.
Stop.
You can't let her know.
Stop.
Get back! Get back! Get back! I swear to God I will spill his brains! Get back!
It's enough. It's enough.
Things are very bad with the Russians. At least they're not teetotal like many of our opponents.
Why have they agreed to this spy swap?
Maybe they have a pressing need for their man, Boklov. In this case, the return package is so much of a prize, we don't need to worry over much.
Assume you trust the new man in London. Insofar as...
Let's just see if Kachimov keeps his word on the exchange. It's a sign of his status that he's able to authorize it.
I assume you've got a player in Moscow going through his back pages.
An officer called Rangefinder.
Any good?
Above competent, I'd say.
Joe.
Go to her.
The exchange.
It's fine. You're the only person she really trusts.
Joe.
I still see Boscott. I hear him.
You'll never see or hear from Boscott again, Joe. Nobody will.
Feel like nothing matters. I don't matter.
Patience has never been one of my strong points. And all this traumatized running is starting to really annoy me.
That's good. That's good. The day you get soppy, this country will be in grave danger.
With their families after a 6-month tour of duty in Afghanistan. The reunion was particularly emotional for one soldier.
Yeah, it's good to be back home for a bit, see the family. This is actually my second tour, so yeah, I mean, it's great timing too. I'm about to become a dad. No. No. Get off me. What are you doing?
If this isn't him, Edward, this'll be the shortest walk you ever took.
Hello, Harry.
Welcome home, Lucas. How are you feeling?
Fine. Good. Cold.
Welcome to London, Arkady. Of course, you'll be working hard to replace the spy we're sending home.
Isn't that the dance? You'll look after Lucas now he's home. He's weak, he's tired. You tell him, eat broccoli.
I think you suffered enough, don't you?
You know, when you sent Lucas to Moscow, he paid an appalling price. You might wish to ensure such a thing does not happen again in the near future.
Is this a message, Arkady, or merely a homily?
I am making conversation like an Englishman.
How did they treat you?
Sometimes well, sometimes not. They told me I could come home if I spied for them.
What did you say?
I said yes. So we could stop for some fish and chips. Got a craving.
Adam Carter, Lucas North. Welcome home.
Thank you. Chip.
Cheers.
Lucas North, I presume. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Connie. Connie James.
Connie James. Stuff of legend.
Stuff of nightmares, possibly.
Welcome. Good to see you.
Adam.
How's your mum?
Oh, she's very well, very well. You look... Is there anything I can get for you? Hot soup?
Malcolm, I had chips, thanks. But, tell you what, though, I've had a decent cup of tea in 8 years. What?
Is it really 8 years?
Oh, it flew by. These Russian prisons, they're like holiday camps. They've got mattresses and everything.
Lucas, I know you're exhausted, but would you mind waiting a moment before we begin the initial debriefing?
Of course.
How is he?
Who can tell? Damaged.
Broken?
I don't know. You did everything you could. You got him back.
How about our friends from the KGB?
FSB. Still maintaining that a resurgent Russia is no threat to us. That the Kremlin's intentions toward the West are both honorable and peaceful.
Still denying the slide into another Cold War.
After the handover, I had a nice little getting-to-know-you chat with their new man in London, Arkady Kachimov. He dropped a few hints.
What kind of hints?
Sniffing after possible MI5 assets in Moscow. I'm concerned he knows rangefinders after him.
He was fishing.
Possibly. Possibly it was a genuine warning.
If Kachimov knows about your agent, it makes Russia a dangerous place to be. You need to consider rangefinder blown, Harry. It's time to pull him out of Moscow.
I think you may be right.
Ben.
Get Harry.
Sorry, but I think we might be in for a long night.
Connie, contact rangefinder. Burn the Moscow operation.
What's your status, rangefinder?
Active. I'm about to acquire some FSB documents which appertain to a high-level Russian asset being sent into play in London. I have the asset's code name, Tranquility. The dossier will give me the rest, including Tranquility's identity.
Rangefinder, things are getting tetchier with the Russians. Consider your operation burned.
I've been here 6 months. I'm 5 minutes away from my biggest hit, so I make this rendezvous.
Negative, rangefinder, pull out.
I'll go in quick and be out quicker. Hold your nerve control and let me do my job.
Remembrance Sunday must be cancelled. It is an affront to all the Muslim brothers and sisters murdered by infidel forces in Iraq and Afghanistan. If the media fails to run this story and Remembrance Sunday is not cancelled, then the head of this infidel will be sent to his wife and child.
Who is he?
Private Andrew Sullivan. Andy, 2nd Battalion, Royal York Regiment, home on leave from Afghanistan.
This is in London?
This is in London.
My great-grandfather was 16 when he signed up to fight for his country. Just a boy from Brentford, a nobody, really. Just a kid lying about his age. He was given a medal which was passed down to me for serving from 1914 to 1915. There's not many of those around for obvious reasons. A shell took half his back away at Ypres. At least he made it home. Since then, plenty more have been killed or maimed. Including friends and loved ones that we can't even publicly acknowledge. So no fanatic with a sword is going to stop us from honouring our dead. And we're going to bring Andy Sullivan home.
Well, if we're going to do face and voice recognition of every Al-Qaeda suspect, I think I'll need to monopolise the system.
Do it.
Control.
Rangefinder, what do you have?
My contact appears to be indisposed.
How long?
A couple of minutes.
You need to get out of there. They'll be coming for you.
I know. But if that intelligence was worth killing for, it's worth knowing.
You're blown, Rangefinder. If you don't get out of Russia right now, you never will. Do you copy? Do you copy, Rangefinder? Rangefinder, do you copy? Rangefinder? Please respond, Rangefinder. Are you there?
Copy that, Control. Put the kettle on. I'm coming in.
Prime Minister is unwilling to risk going ahead with the Remembrance Day service. He'd sooner give these jumped-up little fanatics what they want.
By cancelling the service of remembrance, the precedent that would set.
We can't let that happen.
Well, he is the Prime Minister. I don't think there's anything we can do.
What about the Queen?
The Prime Minister will inform Her Majesty of his decision when she wakes.
Surely she should be fully briefed.
If she knew what was going on, she would never allow the remembrance service to be cancelled.
That's certainly an interpretation.
Then let the Queen take that decision.
It is Her Majesty's prerogative.
And if this young soldier dies, if they cut off his head and post a picture of it on the internet, at whom does the British public direct its wrath? At Her Majesty. The Prime Minister is unwilling to take such a risk.
No one's going to kill Andy Sullivan.
And if you're wrong, Lord knows I'm praying for this young man, but when one does the cold calculation...
There's only one calculation. Everyone matters or no one matters.
Is this just empty rhetoric, Mr. Carter? Or is it an assurance from Her Majesty's security service?
It's an assurance. We have solid intelligence pointing us to where they're keeping Andy Sullivan. And a good idea of who's got him. He's going to be all right.
Then I might be able to make a quiet call to a discreet ear. I'll see to it that Her Majesty is fully appraised of the situation. Her Majesty will be at the Cenotaph in the morning, as will the Prime Minister.
Thank you, Henry. I feel obliged to point out to you that you have absolutely no idea where Andy Sullivan is.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's in London. It's a start.
And is this the first time you've manipulated the will of Her Majesty the Queen?
Probably.
Remembrance Sunday must be cancelled. 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 Remembrance Sunday must be...
Malcolm, if we don't ID the kidnappers soon, there's an excellent chance I'll spend the rest of my life in the Tower of London.
I see things are a bit stretched.
Yeah, we like to keep busy.
Can I help? The operating systems have moved on a bit, but I can still push a mouse around, read a screen.
Lucas.
Been in a Russian prison, Adam. That's like spending 8 years in a physical training camp. Already eaten. I'm as mentally fit and physically fit as I ever was. Fitter.
Look, it's been a really long day, and from what I hear, you spent most of it in the boot of a car.
All right, look. The soldier, Sullivan. He's out there somewhere terrified that his country's forgotten him, that he's never going to see his home again, and I know how he feels, all right? I know what it's like for him, so let me help.
How long have you been in those clothes?
Since they were in fashion.
Go and get yourself cleaned up. I'll speak to Harry.
He was an excellent field officer, but that was then. Things are different now.
Look, the truth is he needs to prove himself. To MI5, to himself, but I think most of all to you. So why not let him do that?
Because I'm responsible for his physical and mental well-being.
You can't just bring him in and then leave him out in the cold. He's given everything to this job.
Dum spiro, spero.
While I live, I hope. Tattooing's part of the culture in there. You don't do it, you don't belong. Don't belong, you're dead. They all mean something. There's a specific iconography. Fascinating, really. So, how did Tom Quinn work out?
He took early retirement.
How'd you get me back, Harry?
We caught one of their top men accessing confidential files from the British Power Consortium. This is ahead of a substantial oil supply deal between the UK and Russia. Very embarrassing for them. I used their embarrassment as collateral.
Horse traded.
You need rest.
Welcome home to a safe house with a stained mattress and nylon sheets.
You're malnourished, running on adrenaline, close to exhaustion.
So, where do I go? You want me to go and watch pay-per-view in a Holiday Inn, catch up on 8 years of Coronation Street? Where do I go, Harry? What am I supposed to do when I get there? Just tell me and I'll go and I'll do it.
I'm giving you clearance till midnight on Sunday. After that, you rest. Then we'll talk some more. Properly.
Have you seen her?
She's well and happy.
Meaning?
It's good to see you, Lucas. You were missed.
Remembrance Sunday must be cancelled. 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 Remembrance Sunday must be cancelled.
Adam, we found a match.
Sorry, I'll call you back. Got him?
We've matched the executioner's voice print to a known Al-Qaeda member, Aqib Faris.
Christ, how old is he? 19? 20?
Welcome to the future.
I'm afraid it's turned out to be something of a disappointment.
Do you have his current position?
Nope.
Oh, you never know. Known associates?
Munzia Hatem, suspected Al-Qaeda commander.
He'll be the cell leader.
Living as an upstanding member of the middle class, owns his home, votes Conservative.
You're kidding. Drives a Focus, the man's a chiropodist.
He leads an absolutely ordinary life. His wife and children have no idea of his involvement with the jihad.
An unknown soldier. So, bring him in, shake him down.
The moment we do that, I'll know they've been compromised. This man will have intelligence that will lead us directly to Andy Sullivan.
We need to get our hands on his phone.
Where does he live?
Consistent with the nature of his cover, he lives with only heavy domestic security.
We'll need a coat. It's cold out.
Harry,
Don't you ever sleep? Why are we here?
the government is stepping in to oppose the oil deal between the British Power Consortium and Christus Oil.
British power stays in British hands. Somewhere within that sentence lies the essence of my job description.
You refuse to trust our intentions.
It's not that I refuse, Arkady. I just find myself incapable. I'm sorry. It's hard for me to be jubilant about the idea that the Kremlin controls oil supplies to Britain and her allies. Is that rude of me?
Oh, no, I find such honesty bracing in a spy. So, I offer you this absolutely free of charge, no obligation attached to the back of it.
I'm listening.
We have become aware of increased communication traffic between the Mujahideen in Chechnya and persons of interest in Great Britain. Our Islamic terrorists are speaking to your Islamic terrorists.
About what?
Who knows? But, main British contact is this man. Monsieur Hatim. You know him?
We have several thousand persons of interest on our files, Arkady. But I thank you for the alert. You know, I might like to access your files on this one.
Perhaps, if you find yourself of a mind, the oil deal between our two countries, you might wish to butter the wheels a little.
How long will it take?
We'll be as fast as we can. Get some air. Done what you can for the moment.
What's the point of that? I'm dead anyway.
The point is, you're thirsty. Drink. Hmm?
Preparations are underway for what will be the 90th time that Britons come together to mark the 2-minute silence to remember those who've made the ultimate sacrifice for their country. Not just at the cenotaph, but at hundreds of different services across the nation, people will stand and reflect on those who have laid down their lives.
Adam.
Hi, Joe. I just wanted to check in. See how you're doing.
Well, I'm not running.
Good. That's a start. You sleep at all?
No.
Listen, Joe, I've tried most of these so-called pain relievers. All that therapy they forced me to do, you remember? You know the only thing that actually helped?
Pilates.
Yeah, that's the Joe I know and love. No. Someone's in terrible danger, and we're fighting to save them. Isn't that the only thing that makes sense of, well, all of this?
Flight AF2732 from Moscow has now landed. Passengers will be disembarking shortly.
Could you drive into London and select the most difficult routes you can think of? Blind turnings, one-way streets. Do that until I say stop.
Good morning, runs out.
Your money, love.
Actually, it's the taxpayers.
Welcome home, rangefinder. Keep it brief.
I thought I'd shaken them in Moscow, but I seem to have picked up another tail at Heathrow. They're awfully tenacious, bless them. I think they want to give me a polonium suppository.
Rangefinder, the Russians are being cooperative with a live operation.
What do they want?
Who knows? We need to keep them on side temporarily. For the moment, that means keeping you deniable.
In other words, stay away from Thames House while we make nice with the Russians.
Precisely.
Charming. I'm sending over the intelligence I got from my Russian source. I'm afraid it's heavily encrypted.
It's appreciated.
Adam know I'm back?
Adam's not even aware you're working for us. I'm afraid he's having rather a hectic day.
Plus de change.
Be careful, rangefinder.
But stay out of the way.
If you'd be so kind.
On the SIM card that Adam and Lucas copied, there was several dozen phone numbers. Given Al-Qaeda's fondness for superfluity, we can assume that most of them are irrelevant, but one of these numbers corresponds to a mobile purchased recently in North London.
Naturally, the phones are owned by proxies, younger brothers and sisters mostly. We've identified this young man as a friend of Qatar Mahmoud, the sole person of interest on the SIM card. Mahmoud is a known Al-Qaeda asset designated Firefly.
And Firefly's the go-between. His job is to liaise between the cell leader and Andy Sullivan's executioner.
Where is he now?
A few minutes ago, we intercepted a text message sent from the cell leader to Firefly. 3 words, host and guest.
It's the go signal. It's becoming obvious that we're not going to give in to their demands and cancel Remembrance Sunday. Firefly's standing orders will be to wait until an agreed time, 9 a.m., 9:30 maybe. If he receives no further orders by that time, he'll phone through the order to execute.
Well, let's follow his phone signal, pick him up and make sure the kill order's never sent.
The executioner will have his standing orders too. If he receives no further contact from Firefly, he'll proceed immediately with the execution.
The death of Andy Sullivan is this cell's default setting. If we make the wrong move, all we'll achieve is to bring that forward.
It's a catch-22.
He'll make a cleaning run, take a circuitous route to shake off any surveillance. We can use that operational caution against them. We follow Firefly, see who he meets, who he calls.
And if we intercept that kill order, we'll get to Andy Sullivan in time. He's out there somewhere, a soldier about to die, and we can save him. Let's get out there.
Firefly's left his house, Alpha 1.
All units, Firefly's on the move. Be alert.
He's a slippery fish.
He switched back on me.
He's heading underground. I'll lose contact in less than 30 seconds.
Alpha 2, he's yours.
I've lost him.
Don't worry. I'm on it.
He's out of contact. The comms won't work underground.
Please stand clear of the closing doors.
Harry, can you read me? I had to take a gamble. I don't know if he's behind me or not.
Firefly is our only link to the executioner, Alpha 2.
Control, I have Firefly. Fly's making a call from the phone box at the top of Duke Street Hill. It's Duke Street Hill.
Got that, Alpha 2. Alpha 1, I'm patching you in.
Make him record the statement.
Adam, we've got them.
East London, 2 miles from your current location.
You mean do it now?
I mean, kill him. Now.
The Special Forces are already en route.
The house will be booby-trapped. Everyone inside will die, and God knows how many Special Forces personnel are along with them.
The same applies to you, Adam.
Yeah, well, let's give it a go, though, eh? See how it crinkles out.
They didn't think you were worth it. They send you out there to murder my brothers. Then stick a bit of tin to your chest to thank you for doing it. But when it comes down to it, you're nothing to them.
We don't know how many are in there. 2 at least. Doors and windows will be booby-trapped.
Lend me your phone. We know they've been in communication with Chechens, right?
Yeah.
So, do you think they speak Russian?
He's an electrician from Walthamstow, so I doubt it.
I bet he recognizes the sound of it, though.
I'll take the back.
This is how we bring death to the infidels and all the enemies of Islam. We should just get on with it.
What you just doing, man? Just doing.
Should say.
Товареньки старушки, он ее табличка продает чернобыльские грибы.
What?
Мужик прошел.
Что делаешь? Кто купит чернобыльские грибы? Which brother is this? Identify.
You know who this is.
Who is it?
Ты знаешь, кто я? Ты знаешь?
Speak English. Gotta speak English, bro. English.
Get out of the house. Take the infidel and get out.
What's happening? I don't think we should.
Don't think, just do. Давай быстрее, давай!
What's going on?
We're leaving. Leave the gun. Leave it. Leave it all behind. Stand!
So who exactly are you guys?
Security services.
Spooks.
Yeah, spooks.
Well, you took your bloody time.
Sorry about that. What we got here? Listen, CO19 will be here in a minute. They'll take you to your wife and daughter.
Connie!
We decrypted the intelligence Ross brought back from Moscow. The Chechen assassin called Tranquility, affiliated to Munzir Hatem, is launching an attack on London.
When?
Today, 11 a.m.
Catch him off.
We have become aware of increased communication traffic between the Mujahideen in Chechnya and persons of interest in Great Britain. Our Islamic terrorists are speaking to your Islamic terrorists. You know him?
He was playing me. He wasn't offering me intelligence. He was watching me to see how I'd react, to see how much I knew. He knew this attack was coming and he did nothing to stop it.
Harry.
Adam, Andy Sullivan is just a sideshow. Al-Qaeda is planning a spectacular at a remembrance service. A Chechen assassin,
codenamed Tranquility, is launching an operation at the St. Augustus War Memorial today, 11 a.m.
They're going to kill the parents, the spouses,
and the children of British soldiers who died serving in Iraq and Afghanistan.
We'll be there in 10 minutes. Send through the details. Is it bad? When is it not?
I'm getting so bored leading these Russians around by the nose. I'm half tempted to get out and kill them just to get it over with. Have you got an update for me?
Ros, your intelligence led us directly to a terrorist attack on London.
When?
Less than half an hour.
Have you got a team there at the attack site?
They're en route.
Is it Adam? Connie, is it Adam?
Yes.
Right, well, I need to be there. Send me the details.
Ross.
I said I need to be there. Can you pull over around this corner?
Take us away. And we honor those who love them in death as in life. Feel their loss.
Car keys. Now.
В кармане. Pocket.
Follow me again? I'll get really annoyed.
That's her. That's Tranquility. You take it down, I'll check out the car.
A poem composed over a century ago, but which speaks to us still. Bravery of those who came prepared tomorrow, so that we can enjoy our today.
In Flanders fields, the poppies blow, between the crosses, row on row. We are the dead, short days ago. We lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow. Loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you from fading hands we throw. The torch be yours to hold it higher.
Adam.
Harry, it's the car.
It's just one colossal bomb.
Can you disarm it? It's less than 2 minutes to 11.
It's a digital detonator.
There must be a code to disarm it, but it's way too elaborate. If this goes off, it'll kill everyone in the range of... Oh, my God. There's no way I can evacuate the area, not in time.
We shall
It'll be a
not
massacre.
sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders fields.
Malcolm, get me Lucas. Lucas, Tranquility may have a disarm code. Get it.
Adam,
was. Tranquility's that way. Malcolm, I need to get this thing away from any population centre. I need a location.
Adam, there's an open square less than a mile southeast. I'm sending through directions. You've got less than a minute if Lucas doesn't get that code.
Yes.
Give me the code!
That's less than 30 seconds, Adam. Less than 30 seconds. Adam, you're not going to make it. Ditch the car.
If I do that, then people die.
Ditch the car.
No.
Adam!
No, he'll make it. It's not far.
Is that her? Is that Tranquility?
Too late.
I hope not.
Adam, you're almost there.
He's there.
Malcolm? Malcolm, did he make it? Adam Carter is dead.
Early police reports suggest that the explosion of a car in central London this morning was the work of terrorists. However, if it was a deliberate attack, it seems to have failed. The sole casualty was the driver of the vehicle, believed to be the bomber. Government and palace sources are keen to stress that today's remembrance services, such an important part of our national calendar, have been entirely unaffected by the incident.
You okay?
The team are gathered outside.
I know. Wes is playing rugby today. Expecting his dad to be there.
Somebody bears a terrible responsibility for this.
Somebody?
Arkady Kachimov was behind the attack.
Then I think Mr. Kachimov should be made to feel some of our pain.
There's no way of dressing this up, Ross. I don't care how long it takes, or at what temperature it's served. We will have revenge.
I'm coming back to work.
I wish it weren't under these circumstances.
Maybe it had to be. It's the only way I have to pay my respects.
It's a good way.
No, in some ways this is a preferable outcome. They will be unbalanced by shock. But I think maybe we should pull things forward a little. Is it en route? Good.
Kachimov was responsible for Adam's death,
I want nothing more than revenge.
This is your chance. Take it now, or let him go.
I've been trying to eliminate explanations that there might be an unidentified Russian submarine in British waters. The damage inflicted would be on a scale otherwise achieved only through an all-out nuclear strike.
Adam once said to me, revenge is an expression of pain. Pain is weakness. We never show weakness.
You know, given the chance, he's going to eat you alive.
He's jealous. He worries for your loyalty. He has to.
Gotta feel sorry for the poor bastard.
Do you trust him?
Bring him in. Let's talk.
Ah!